Yeah, we're just 4 days away from watching this year's campmates enter the I'm A Celeb jungle, including our very own Kelly Brook. Yeah, this year there's been a big rule change, apparently. Campmates will only be allowed to take on 2 bush tucker trials in a row before being exempt from the next one in a bid to make things more fair, apparently. What do you make about this rule, Nads?
I think it's a good rule. I think it makes it fairer. Because, I don't know, it can get a bit depressing when you see everyone just get really fed up time and time again when they're not on.
But depressing for who? Like, depressing to watch?
Well, if I'm watching people being depressed, then I get depressed. So, like, if I see the camp just all go like this...
You take on their feelings.
Yeah, it can just get a bit boring. Like... I mean, we have had great ones in the past where people have sobbed and cried and I understand why people keep voting them in, but I genuinely think it's a good idea because you can start again. Yeah. It's not like you only get 2 each.
I'm a bit torn because it's a democracy in that the public should be voting for who they want to see do the trial, right? Yeah. But it's an entertainment show that we all love tuning into. And there have been some people that I've loved seeing get the bush trucker trial.
Oh, I wonder who that could be. Oh, it's not who you think, by the way. Go on.
Basically, like the rest of the nation, I did like seeing Matt Hancock struggle and squirm a bit. He kept getting voted into all the trials.
That's not what you like. Well, tell the truth. That's what you told us earlier.
That's how it started. Then, unfortunately, as it went on, I started to feel physically attracted to Matt.
Honestly, I nearly had to end our friendship when she said that to us this
morning.
morning.
He's not my type on paper at all.
Good.
But he was so resilient. He never gave up. And he fed the camp. And I was like, look, if we ended up dating, he would always feed me.
There's a real man.
He's a provider.
Until he moved on.
You might like he's quite fickle.
Yeah, he's quite fickle.
But my point is, it sort of, like, shows you a different side to people, and it does...
It does, because I have to say, he did get voted a lot when we were in there together.
Yeah.
And he had the type of personality that never made him down. He was really up for it and really up for getting on with it, but that's not always the reaction that you can have when you're in there, because there's the element of your brain sort of thinking, oh, my God, does nobody like me?
Yeah.
What have I done wrong? Does no one in here like me? Oh, my gosh, am I going to go before I want to? Your brain just goes into
Can't it also
overdrive.
become like a sort of form of bullying from the voting audience, in that someone who really, really isn't enjoying it and finds it absolutely terrifying is then being put in the same situation over
Helen
and over
Flanagan,
again?
remember when Helen Flanagan was in there? She had 7 consecutive trials in a row.
It's a lot,
and she was so upset.
But let's look at the title of the show. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. And it is a chance for people to just have a go at celebrities. So you've got to go in knowing
Politicians are not celebrities.
Well,
so should they
I'm
even
glad
be
there's no politicians in this lineup, I have to say, because, I mean, you know, our politicians and politics are discredited enough at the moment without watching them take part in game shows that they're being paid to be in. I mean, I just don't think it should be allowed.
But you were in Big Brother, though, and you kept wanting to get out.
Yeah, and for some reason, I think somebody somewhere was fixing it, so I couldn't get out.
Did you feel like that?
I was desperate to get out.
But
There was
you were
one
just popular, Nadia. You can't complain about being popular.
No, I wasn't popular at all. No, the audience hated me. No, the audience hated me. So somebody somewhere, my husband said it right at the beginning, he goes, if you're getting paid that much, they're going to find a way to keep you in. I went, oh, no, I'll be out in the first couple of weeks. And it just went on and on.
Can I tell you what I heard? I heard it was your husband.
But do you know what? OK, so we've had... Kelly's been in there, Otie's been on there, I've been on there. I want you next year. Because Jane did it. Yeah. I want you next year.
Do you know something? I have been asked a couple of times, and I go through this whole ritual when I'm asked, which is I think about all of the terrifying things about it, and you know, I couldn't, and then I think about rats in a coffin, and I think about just everything, and I think, oh no, I couldn't. And then I get really, really high and mighty, and I go, no, I absolutely couldn't do it, because I don't believe in being called a celebrity, and it's just morally wrong with me. But actually, all I am is absolutely terrified.
Do you know what, though? We will grind you down if we end there. I guarantee in 12 months' time.
I think Kelly could win it. She's so brilliant.
definitely.
She's so strong.
And we're behind her 100%. We wish you the best of luck, Kel.